Oh, the camera's on.
Try to relax your anus, your shoulders.
Hello, everybody. How is everyone this evening? I'm wonderful. Thank you for asking. Shut the fuck up, birds. We will be finishing Kristen Nark's interview with Ninjishin. We'll be doing that tomorrow. I didn't get cucumbers today. And I thought it'd be nice to take a break from talking about the same tickled man every day, even though he is like an adventure that just never stops. Every day it's something new with that motherfucker. Pop-a-doodle-doo, skip, dip, dip, don't make it flip. Thank you, Deadeye. Repeat the mantra, bare bird breasts. Turning 30 in 3 hours. Wish me a happy birthday. Happy fucking bird birthday. So as always, we'll wait till we hit 500 people. It's interesting. There's this show I've discovered called Steel Toe Morning Show. Apparently they were on Twitch and they got banned. I don't know why. So if there's some, because you know that everyone likes to like, guilty by association. I don't know what they did. It may have been nothing. Knowing Twitch, it was probably something fucking stupid that they shouldn't have been banned for. As a matter of fact, I could almost guarantee you. It's not my birthday, bro. My birthday. Oh shit, I'll be 40. Oh fuck, I'll be 41 soon. I'm old. Turbo Express is taking a shit, thank God. What's up, Bill? July 15th, I turn 41, man. Hey, Richard, today is my girlfriend Cindy has her 30th birthday. Can you do a shout out and a bunch of different soundboard noises? Happy birthday, Cindy! Happy birthday, Cindy. Happy birthday, Cindy. Come on. Happy birthday, Cindy. What the fuck is wrong with you? Say something. Speak. Whatever. Happy birthday, Cindy. All this chat, yeah, dude, that, I know I was late to the party with that for fairly obvious reasons. I'll talk about how I feel about, like, you know, going back to my main channel right after this super chat. All this drama with Quantum TV versus Ackman, then Roe versus Wade being overturned. Now this Destiny 2 copyright abuser. Well, that's actually the good news is that he's getting his ass handed to him financially. He's going to get fucked. $7.6 million. But you know what, though? It kind of shows, like, oh, if you're a big developer or corporation, yeah, you could get your voice heard and get stuff taken off the platform or go after people. But even like a relatively large, and I'm not talking about Captain Tickled, I'm just talking in general. If someone issues fake copyright strikes or whatever like this idiot did, you know, what do? I don't have a team of lawyers that I could just be like, oh, sick 'em. You know what I'm saying? I'll send you an invoice for my hearing aids. Okay, duly noted. Sometimes there's a lack of things, and sometimes there is an abundance of things. Today, there is an abundance of titties. I wish that was true. I have to get... Google Fish sent me a fart. I wasn't just, like, humoring you. My fart needs to go. This fart sucks. Whoa! 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 It's you know. Kind of, it almost sounds like someone getting punched in Streets of Rage. Or getting knocked out in Streets of Rage. Google Fish's fart is better. This is the most legendary fart.
Try to relax your anus.
Do you realize I let that fart play out halfway? I still got Salvatore Ganacci to say, try to relax your anus, and it still was going after he said it when I started him saying that halfway through his fart. That is how long and powerful Intro Man's fart was. Think about that. We could watch it. We'll watch it. We're going to watch some Phil. Can we see your best jerk-off camera was on Pression? I can't. I've done some fapping. No, I did not mean it like... I mean, obviously... Dude, yeah, that fart put a tear in the fucking universe. Oh, Intro Man, speaking of farts, I just had a fart, too. So I didn't... See, and I'm sub to him, but that's, you know... You know what game I actually discovered today? I was like, I got my place clean today. and I was playing Paint the Town Red. I forgot I owned it. That's bad. That's what happens. Everyone, dude. If you game on PC at all and you buy games on Steam, I need seltzer. You know how that shit works. You buy a game and you forget I forgot that I bought because it's a Steam summer sale. Ace Combat 6. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is there an airplane on my Steam Deck? I'm like, oh, I bought that. I was probably stoned and forgot I bought it. But I was playing Paint the I'm like, damn, it's like a first-person beat-em-up where it looks like you're literally beating the shit out of Minecraft characters. Like, you're stabbing them with knives and you're drop-kicking them across the room. It has really good physics, too. It's a lot of fucking fun. It's kind of hard, too. I've been looking for something, like, I keep going back and playing Elden Ring because I'm an asshole. But I'm like, I want something different. And I was just like, I'll take a look at it, try it. And it was actually pretty good. All right, Turbo Express is now done taking a shit. My sister does polling for her reps district, which is fairly red, and Republican popularity dropped from 55 since Roe was overturned. Ah, interesting. Maybe it'll bite him in the ass. We need a new fucking party, though. I'm going to start the nipple party. All right, so we got plenty of people here. I always wait for the 500 mark, which is, my streams have been performing better, so I've definitely been hitting them. Why is this being stupid? There we go. There we go. So it's interesting to see. She said, thank you. I'm doing better for C19. Oh, yeah, you have COVID. How you feeling, dude? If you get vaccinated, what I'm noticing with people who get COVID and, like, actually get sick from it, but they were vaccinated, like, 48 hours, they feel like fucking hell. And then it's like, I mean, my nose is stuffed now, but I feel fine. You know? Agreed, Dan Wolf. The Ackman sadly has become a hypocrite in this situation, literally became what he wanted to take down. I don't know the full scenario. You might be 100% right. I got to take a look at it. You know, I'm not looking to white knight for anybody or condemn anybody unless, you know, depending on what they did. I try to be as objective as possible. But let's have some fun tonight, though, because I need to stop being tickled. Breastfeed it. Oh, yeah.
Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it.
What would you do if I made, like, an early 90s hip-hop beat just to, like, joke around? Like, something like radio kind of with that breast. I have the whole thing in my head, too. I should do it. So anyway, Phillip Burnell is a man. And now the Steel Toe Morning Show. The name rings a bell. I wonder why they got kicked off Twitch. I have no idea. TSP's Gin Nut. I love that name. Oh, God. So we'll see what an outsider looking in thinks. Because I've been part of the DSP. I've known about the DSP lore. Not part of. I've known about the DSP lore since before he became. Like before he fell off. You know. Before his channel started to go into a decline. So it's interesting to see other people from the outside looking in, seeing it, and see what they think about it. I'm not going to put it in a bottle and breastfeed it to you.
I'm not going to put it in a bottle and breastfeed it to you.
Yeah, like way before the incident, dude. Way before the incident. Long time ago. I've known about DSP since, I would say, 2011, Beal. Yes, Beal, before the fappening. So it's interesting because as time, it's no matter how objective you try to be, your take may be colored, you know, because you've just seen it for so long. So it's kind of like, you know, you need someone like Rambo's 16-bit nipples. Does anyone else know what that's from? Obviously, Rambo's 16-bit nipples. That was from my Super Nintendo versus Sega Genesis video. That was 2012. I remember doing that. Why am I still not playing the video? We have 725 people here. What the fuck am I doing? Extremely high blood sugars is kind of disturbing, though. Interesting that it caused you to have that, huh? Huh. But I'm glad you're okay.
So let's watch a guy who asks like a selfish sack of cunt, shall we?
Oh, well, that's a good way to start.
DSP, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know much about this guy. I'm going to start doing my homework. All I know him as now is he's come up on r/cringe for like 2 weeks because he has been shamelessly, basically chastising him.
Yeah, he doesn't realize that if he just stopped the begging, it would change his fortunes for the better significantly. There's also, I mean, I don't have a crystal ball. There's also the argument that if he stopped begging, that no one would pay attention to him. But no, I still, like, in the videos he did where he talked about, right, like what happened with him and John Rambo and stuff like that, actually they perform well. But he just doesn't understand that the begging is just, people don't want it, dude. Yes, that's why I'm waiting to do the other part of it. I have to get the cucumbers.
His audience for...
I'm probably going to get pickles because they'll be more flavor. I'm not going to sit here and just eat cucumbers. It's kind of gross. I like cucumbers, but I'm not going to like munch on 12 of them. Whereas pickles, there's like 20 calories in an entire thing, and it's still a cucumber. It just has, it's a, whatever it's called. It's a pickled cucumber.
Or money. Now, again, I don't want this to come off as one of these sanctimonious streaming assholes who's got, people with 5 million subscribers. Like, why are these people asking their audience for money? Because we're not a milquetoast show that, worries about what we say so we can keep our channel monetized. We want to do a fun, spicy show that people can enjoy. And we go, hey, you know how it makes us able to do this? If you guys chip in $5-10 a month, keep us going. Cool. Awesome. Please do.
Yeah, but if you turn off, I've debated turning off monetization for these streams, but the thing about it is though it fucks you up in the algorithm. I'm going to talk to my network and see still, because I might still do it, because most of these streams get limited ads anyway. So I don't know. Like, it might hurt me in the algorithm because my streams have actually been viewing better even after I've streamed too. So, I mean, it's not that I'm keeping the monetization. Phil Turd, I am thoroughly tickled.
I am thoroughly tickled.
Thank you for being a member for 2 months. I mean, it's not like I'm making bank off of the ads on these streams. I'm not. So it's not that I'm looking for those extra pieces of coin. But if it means that my streams won't have the same reach because the monetization is off and I'm just getting, super chats and memberships and stuff like that, I don't want to do that. What did he offer him $50,000 for? For what? What did he offer him $50,000 for?
I'm talking about I don't mind that shit. Encouraging people to donate. If you do a 4-hour stream and 5 minutes of it combined is the time you...
To box who? To box who? Yo, he should have done it, man. He should have done it. I would need like 6 figures to go into a ring, though. 6 figures, because I don't need it. I would do it at that point, though.
Spend ass.
Could you imagine him boxing Mike Tyson? Could you imagine? I don't know why I hit the part.
I got no fucking problem with that. Take 10 if you want to. Keep yourself supported. If your audience doesn't like it, they'll fucking leave. So this guy DSP
Wait, he literally called himself a beggar today? Phil, I wish I could make you understand. If you stop begging, you'd make so much more fucking money, dude. Like, it's just a simple formula. People don't come to you to hear your problems. People watch a show to get away from the problems. But, you know.
He's got a shitload of subscribers compared to us. He's got 100.
Yeah, but those are subscribers from, like, the 2012 Phil. Most of those. Didn't he hit, like, 100,000 back in, like, 2011? Or something like that? A lot of those people, which, hey, man, I'm not even talking shit. Like, look, a lot. It's not that I get 1,009,000 people watching each of my video. It's, you know, but a lot of those people are from a long time ago. I mean, what if his videos hit? Like, what's up, Wake Woo? What his videos hit? Like 800 to 1,000 views each, maybe at best.
98,000 subscribers, but his videos do like barely 1,000. Like, one of our morning shows does about 3,000 to 4,000 views. One of our evening shows, 1,500 to 2,000 views, I believe. This guy, 1,000 views on a 2-hour stream, but yet he's got 200,000 subscribers. I don't get it. This is
because they're husks of subscribers, man. They don't exist anymore. A lot of those people have moved on to non-fapping pastures. Yeah, dead accounts. It happens. And I'm not even talking shit. Phil, if you're watching this or you go watch it, I have plenty of dead accounts too, dude. It's not that I have like even 50%. I have like 10% of my audience that watches. I mean, I still get anywhere from, I would say, 30 to 100,000 views per video, which you can live off of, especially because I put up a couple a day. But I'm going to start to again. But, you know, it's not that I'm getting, you know, PewDiePie views. But yes, most of his subscribers have moved on.
is one where he is lamenting. Now, I'm fast-forwarding to 57 minutes. For the first 57 minutes of his stream, now he calls this a podcast. You can't just bitch about your setup and about your tech and call it a podcast. It's just you having a telethon, so it's the NPR telethon. That's not even fair because NPR does content between their asking. So this DSP goes on and talks about how his OBS is fucked up, how his animations are fucked up. He is losing.
Dude, I have generic animations on mine. Your animations do not affect your viewership. I'm sure I could look at my thing, man. It looks like a 5th grader put together my shit, but that's not what people tune in for, man. They tune in because they like a personality. You know, I mean, it definitely shit helps. Like, I mean, if you look at Dr. Disrespect's, fuck, he looks like he has Martin Scorsese starting his intros, you know? But it's also the personality that's behind him. Oh, I know it's months old, but does it matter? It's still entertaining.
His mind for an hour on his podcast because this is all because his animations won't come up when people donate. Hey, DSP. Do a good fucking show. People won't give a shit about the animations. Did you see any wacky animations come up when anybody...
Yeah, exactly. No one... Phil also puts a lot into what games are coming out. Phil, there's people that could play like, someone could play like Astro Smash for the Intellivision. If the personality was right, people would watch. I know my strength is doing commentary streams like this. I'll admit it, I don't get as many people to tune in for video games because I'm not really a good game streamer. Not that I suck at games. I'm not great at them, but I'm not bad either. It's just I'm not as engaging. It's about the personality, Phil. The games are secondary. You could play fucking genital jousting if you're... I don't know if that would actually get your stream taken down, but... There is a game that is Steam Deck certified where there is a bunch of colorful penises that you play as. And it has Gabe's blessing to be Steam Deck certified. I'm not making it up. You can go look for genital jousting right now on the Steam store, and it is Steam Deck certified. A game about dicks is Steam Deck certified. I'm not kidding. If you think I'm making it up, go look now. Not only does it exist, it is verified for the Steam Deck. You could play with a bunch of colorful dicks anywhere you want. Play with cocks.
Any of the people who gave us $400 tonight donated? No. You know what they did? They go, I love this fucking show. Apparently, this is what they need to keep the lights on and keep their 5 or 6 people employed. So, sure, I'll chip in. He'll also make fun of DSP and do an extra half hour.
I don't know why I'm making those faces.
You got to do funny shit in between that. 95% of your show has got...
Am I in this? Oh, no. Because I was actually smart and put 2 separate screens. I'm not blocking the dude talking. Good. Hey, Rich, you actually thought for once. Good for you.
Got to be really funny, interesting shit. And then 5% can be, by the way, help me keep the lights on. Let's watch this guy whine and complain.
I don't know, because here you know what's going to happen. The Steam Deck seems like it's doing pretty fucking well. So I still have not, if I did not buy my scalped Steam Deck, I don't know why I'm doing air quotes. It was scalped. What am I talking about? I still haven't gotten the email. Bro, I ordered like an hour after they made the pre-order reservations live. Not even. The day of. I still haven't gotten an email. Still haven't gotten one. By the time I get that shit, the Steam Deck 2 is going to be out with like an 8-core, 16-thread processor and RDNA 3 graphics. What's up, Bullcraft? Yeah, I'm not a game streamer, man, and most people Platinum Sniper are like that, and that's okay. With me, I mean. They didn't come to me for game streaming. There's other people to go to, and I'm not anything... You know, I don't have any, like, special skill. I don't get, like, you know, I don't have, like, a insane kill-death ratio. I don't have anything special with gaming. So why the fuck would you just watch me play a game? You know, what do I do? DSP tries it, acting so stupid he's slapped like a horse and gets kicked in the head. I want to see him kicked in the head. Jesus Christ. Why would he get slapped by a horse, too?
About his OBS and his animations and everything else, and then watch the fucking NPR telethon. This is exactly what I don't want to be. And if I am this guy, tell me.
Rebuild, maybe perhaps the whole scene set up from scratch again, starting over, fresh, and then maybe if there was any corruption.
Best retro handheld. I trust your opinion. Don't. You're actually better off trusting the Wolf Den. I've been out of that scene for a while. The only thing I know is decent is a Raspberry Pi.
All in there of anything in the setup.
I'm just being honest with you. I would go, seriously, Wolf Den has a bunch of videos on those different portable emulation systems and stuff like that. Some of them are... There's one that's really fantastic, and I was thinking about getting it. DSP absolutely needs weed. Full stop. He needs weed. Yeah, this is entertainment, listening to a streamer complain about their technical difficulties. Hoping to get my Steam Deck email soon. I'm up for Q3. Yeah, dude, you know what I just love? It plays Haku. And I know people were like rolling their eyes on you. Like posting in the community tab on YouTube is like, please, it's like saying, I don't know, for whatever reason, like the people that want to roast you the most, like attack you in your community tab. You could be like, hey guys, I'm giving everyone $1 million. The first, and everyone will be like, fuck you, I want $2 million. Well, okay. But like everyone was like, I'll hold off on the applause for at least a minute, I swear. But everyone was like, what's the big deal? It could play Fear. I'm like, you don't get it. It's such an old game that the fact that it has, like, there's a community. I set up the custom controls. It works great with the actual analog sticks and everything. And you're playing one of the best first-person shooters, in my opinion, ever made on the go. Thanks for the great content. You got it. When we talk about Philly, you have to spell content with a K-H-A. Content. I feel like an idiot. So try to relax your anus was a Will Ferrell until tonight. I don't even know where that shit came up. I think I first saw Salvatore Ganacci, he was a DJ. Him saying it at a concert he was doing, and all you heard him say was,
Your shoulders.
no.
Try to relax your anus.
And they zoom in on some woman's face. She's like, what? And then because he saw people freaked out, which he did on purpose. He was like, no, I mean
Your shoulders.
Hello, Richard. Hope you and the family have been doing well. My patience was finally rewarded as I got the PS5 Horizon Forbidden Breast at retail price and didn't give in to scalpers. Took a while. Dude, it's tough. Even I, who has been very anti-scalping for the Steam Deck, I'm like, I got to make some videos on this thing. It sucked. I didn't want to... The fuck was that? I didn't want to do it. I know there's people that are pissed off at me for it, but...
It would be a new setup, and it would fix it, right? So I'm thinking. But I don't have that flexibility right now. I have to be here 6 days a week, double streams for you guys, because I need to make money. Just being...
He's such a killjoy. Dude, that's a great face I stopped on. Wait, you got it? Did you? I know you're kidding. You got a copyright strike for eating a cucumber. That was kind of annoying. Yeah, I haven't supported scalpers before, and I haven't supported them since. But the videos I did do on the Steam Deck did pretty well. It is what it is. They were brand new Steam Decks. They were never used. So, why am I saying Steam Decks? But you know what I mean.
Be honest, like, I need to be here to make a living. I wish I could reduce the amount or take time away to do this. I just can't right now.
Why? Why do you wish... There's...
Yeah, that doesn't sound good, Phil. I hate this fucking job. I don't want to be here, but I gotta be here because I gotta make money. Oh, that just puts so much excitement and thrill into your audience. Big, hard Steam dicks. That's what it is. The Iron Odin. That's what it is. I got to show you guys something later, too. Remind me. It's something. DSP laughs for... Yes, we could do it. Oh, my God. I'm disappointed in your Destiny copyright. You didn't pronounce Biff by his... Lord Daddy Biff. Joking aside, glad you're back. Yeah, I am too. I am too. I'm sure my editor also wanted to stay employed, so that's why he convinced me. But it wasn't just him. Like, I listened to Papa Gut. Essentially, in a way, and I'll explain something else before I go. In a way, it would have let, like, all the shit win. You know what I mean? It would have let like Quantum TV win. And here is, oh, Rich, you have to make money. Yeah, of course I have to make money. No shit. But here's the thing I could have did. I could have definitely, and I didn't do it. I could have played the martyr card and went over to Twitch, and I would have, people would be like, oh man, it sucks what happened, and I could have gotten support that way. But it is what it is, man. Why am I gonna all the work I did here just to move to another platform? You know what I'm saying? So fuck that. This DSP, I think he was just playing it the other day. Like he got the fighter collection or whatever. Yeah, like you don't say, like, dude, if I stopped enjoying streams, like I would just stop. Like, yeah, I make money on them as part of my living, but like, you can't do this unless you enjoy it or you become this. You know? You got to have fun with it. I never, like, there are times I'm tired maybe, and I'm just like, I'm tired tonight, but I never dread streaming. I enjoy it. Like, this is shit I would watch in my free time anyway, and I'm getting paid to do it. Like, you saying, I got to be here because I got to make money. Dude, you might as... That's like the same passion that people have when they work at a grocery store checking people out. Like, oh, man, I can't wait to clock out. Like, what do people want to tune into that for, dude? You know what I mean? Like, have fun. Phil talks to his ways like someone talks in a board meeting at the current status of a company in a current downturn situation. Explain. Yes, I describe Phil, actually, that's actually a good, excellent analogy, too. Probably better than mine. It's like he treats his audience like he's a disgruntled substitute teacher. The teacher called out sick, and he's like, oh, I fucking gotta... All right, shut up. Everyone sit down. Give me money, but tips especially, because I need it tomorrow for groceries. Like, you can't do that, dude. I'm going to sign up. Paramount Plus, you got my money. I'm going to sign up because I need to see the Beavis and Butthead movie. But that's like, I actually think my channel has a better, like, dude, just entertain people. Don't tell them about your financial woes. I've been saying this for years, Phil. This guy's going to tell you the same thing if it doesn't take 7 hours to get through his video because I don't shut the fuck up. Like, I don't know. It's just amazing that he does not get it. People look at the Village Idiot. Sorry, Phil, but it is a saying. People think streamers are beggars. Yeah. Do I have... I mean, I'm doing like the thing where... Actually, matter of fact, I should check it now. How many members do I have? Speaking of which, thank you for reminding me, DBZ. Like this guy's going to say, too. Like, I'm doing... Let me see how many members I have. I'm doing the membership thing where I'm trying to drive up members to... I'm at 437 members, which is pretty damn good. I don't think I was ever at that my other channel. Was I? Yeah, I was at like 600 members, I think. But when I get to 500 members, I'm going to give away 2 Xbox Series S's to anyone who is a subscriber who leaves a comment on a stream that I'll put in the community tab. So you don't have to be a member. It's just a celebration when I get to 500 members. But so long as you're a subscriber, and I want to make sure I give it away to an active subscriber, that's why I'm going to have the people, the subscribers comment on the stream. You can win a Series S. I do stuff like that, and I do mention it from time to time on stream. But going over all of your financial woes and saying, God, if you don't tip now, I can't go. Like, that's not your problem. That's not your problem. I need to give you a product that you want to support. That's it. Oh, does he beg much? Yes. That's an understatement, Katie. Anyway, let's continue.
There's a lot of things with this guy you're going to find out that are going to gross you out. Why do you wish you could be... You know, when I'm doing this show... There is nowhere else I want to be. Nowhere else. I just want to be sitting here fucking around with my audience, hanging out with my friends, making jokes. There's usually a second mic. For those of you who are new, this looks really fucked up, doesn't it? I'm like, hanging out with my friends. Like, this guy's a psychopath.
Yeah, I watch Young, yeah. Yep.
You shouldn't say, like, I wish I could leave, so I did. That means that you're only on here because you don't want to get a real job and you just want to ask for the money, the money, the money, the money, the money, the money.
Yeah, he shouldn't do that, but on the flip side, let's keep it real, though. He couldn't get a real job. I couldn't get a real job now. Not that I don't want, not that I wouldn't work, you know, not a real job, quote unquote. I hate that term. But, oh, man. All the stuff on the internet about me, I would get fired in 48 hours. He'd be fired in 2 hours. Dude, everything he does is documented. You don't think... Because here's the thing. Let me tell you about trolls. They all like, oh, Rich, you need to get a real job. I hope your channel gets shut down. You get a real job. They would be the first people to call to get you fucking fired from that real job. Richards, I want the chat to know I'm naked and about to listen to your stream while showering. Congratulations. I just actually washed my holes, too. My whole house is clean. I got it all clean today. I'm so happy.
That tells me your whole show is...
Dude, there are weirdos out there, Steel, Razorback. Well, first off, I don't need to get a real job. My channel's doing fine, and my live stream channel's doing fine. Secondly... You have no idea that. Look what happened with Wings. He got like wasn't it Uber Eats or DoorDash he got a job with? And they got him fired. I'm telling you, like people, there are dedicated people. There are people that if you could have 1,000 subs on YouTube, It doesn't matter how small or big. You will have a dedicated person that hates you who will be like a pimple on your ass for the rest of your life. It's strange. I think it's pathetic. I am amazed that people invest so much in a person that they don't know, but it's true. Yeah, just change your name. Go into the witness protection program. Then you could get a job at McDonald's. So, and that's me, and I don't engage with the trolls anywhere anymore anyway, like Phil does. I used to. Phil with how, like, dude, there's people who have daily videos on this guy, like some multiple times. I'm like, what? Like, find something else to do. Leave this guy alone. But this is the audience that he set up, you know. No, it was, I guarantee you, Wings talked about it too. It happened to him too. He was doing like DoorDash or whatever service with his wife. Yes, you could get a wash your balls. Wash your balls, wash your balls, wash your balls. It looks like what Phil's doing right now.
And you're looking stressed. Look at this face. You're looking stressed. You're looking...
Well, admittedly, we could all do it. Whenever you pause on someone's face, it's usually not that flattering.
Bro, this can't be fun for you.
No, it's not.
And how dare you sit there and tell people about your money woes when you don't even have the effort to cover up your white wall or your closet door or shit like that. This backdrop that we have, first of all, the template is free, but the backdrop we have, I don't even know what that was, like a couple $100, maybe? Giant 8-foot by 10-foot backdrop, couple $100.
You would think that is true. You would think for a guy that streams games, he would do the green screen thing so you would see more. I know some people, like Ninja, I don't even think did that. Like, he had a box around his room. But Ninja was also trying to show off whatever fucking energy drink he was sponsored by, too, you know? Phil is the male Debbie Downer. Yes, he is. Oh, absolutely.
Bucks, you put it up there, it doesn't look too bad.
Phil's trolls would know where he was hired before Phil himself did. They'd linked it to it. Oh, my God, dude. He'd be... Yeah, DBZ, I did miss your super chat, man. Yeah, he would be... So there I will defend him, not because I'm white knighting for Phil. It's just how it is. It's not that... I have no problem working a fucking normal job at all. And I would try if I had to. I don't have to, thankfully. I love what I do, and it's working out well. Which is shocking after all the shit that just happened. But if I had to, I would have no problem. But even me, there's no way. There's no fucking way. They would... You have no idea, as a person who's been through a lot of shit on this platform, and I still haven't been through the worst at all compared to other people, the dedication and the amount of virginity that's out there that makes people very angry because they're angry because they cannot get laid, so they focus on other things. You have no idea how far it goes. Yes, I'm blaming people for being undersexed.
Try to relax your anus.
You're going to show me your closet door and then say, I have to be here streaming, all hours of the day to make... Well, then it's not working.
See, I don't even think his setup is that awful. It's just that him begging for the tips is what the problem is. I don't think even that looks that bad. He could probably upgrade his webcam or whatever the fuck he's using.
We do a morning show and an evening show because I got shit to talk about. I want to do a fun show for you. If you have to be there because the money isn't coming in, you got to get a fucking job. I've said this before. If my audience dries up and there's no donations anymore, I got to go sell cars. That's just what you have to do. You can't just sit there and whine at people for 2 hours and then go, now give me some money. I should be able to keep doing this. No, the marketplace has spoken. You've asked for a certain amount of money. You didn't get it. Time to ship the fuck out, pal.
All right. Now, in addition to that, we've already talked about this, that I want to, hopefully, at some point this year, I want to try to upgrade my setup. All right?
Oh, boy.
For what? Dude, just get like a Logitech Brio webcam, man. You get the Logitech software to adjust the exposure, and it would be a massive upgrade for you. Massive. I would say you should change the color of your walls, and also...
Wash your walls. Oh.
I just did that because it rhymed. That's all you need, though. That's all you need. Get a better webcam. Spruce up, get rid of the white wall in the back, which it doesn't look that awful, but yeah, it's a little jarring. And you're on your way, champ. That's it.
Hey. Oh boy,
Wait, he's still on a Windows 8 PC? No. Fucking... I mean, they were a little bit new. What is he? Fucking got a Core 2 Duo he's streaming from? Guys, this is why I can only stream at 480p, 30 FPS.
Get ready. You know what that means? The muscle tightening, the leaning. I want to upgrade my setup. Could you imagine if every time we wanted to buy a piece of equipment or do something for this show, you had to sit there and whinge because you went, he's going to hit me up for fucking money. No!
I'm a straight Christian man. I also have a spray-tanned asshole. I am Donald Care. And honestly, if he stopped with the begging, he really doesn't have to, dude. He doesn't have to change anything. It would help, but if he was still doing this, it wouldn't make that much of a difference, you know? Barack America.
Like we say.
That's what the money is for!
You guys hit our goal. We need to shut the fuck up about money. This audience contributes. We make our money. We shut the fuck up about money. We don't sit here and go, I need a new roadcaster, so you guys need to get... No. You told them they only had to give that much. They hit your goals. You shut the fuck up. You make it work. Or you make adjustments. I hate that. When these fucking streamers have their car break down or they want to go out to a nice dinner or take a nice vacation, so they up how much they ask from people, oh, you ought to abandon that channel immediately. April and I are going on our one vacation a year for our anniversary. You know what we did? We saved up our money that we pay ourselves out of the business that you so generously contribute to. And we saved up our money and we got enough and we went on vacation. We're going on vacation in August. You're not going to see us in August go, oh, guys, our vacation was so expensive. We're upping the goal by $100 a show. That's a piece of shit fucking move. Or we're going to do an extra show. If we do an extra...
I don't even put goals on... I mean, like I said, the membership thing, but I don't even put goals on my streams.
Show, no asking for money. We do an extra show because this audience is super fucking generous. They're really cool, and we're giving them a bonus show. That's what we're going to start doing every week. 1 hour bonus show. If you're a member or a Patreon subscriber, you're getting a free 1 hour show. You already give this program enough money. You be honest with your listeners, they'll become more passionate about your product. But if every time your computer starts to smoke, you go, oh, I'm doing this extra stream, but I'm only doing it so you guys give me money. That's a piece of shit move, bro.
Now, to upgrade the setup, I can't afford it. What it's going to end up having...
He makes it like he's the only person on the planet that can't afford things. Oh, God. I mean, I know he's technically not saying that, but, dude, the inner workings of your show are not your audience's problem. They're not. Shit happens. Shit breaks down. You got to upgrade stuff. Like, you know, eventually I'm going to need... God, man, I've been using this fucking camera now for Jesus Christ since the fall of 2017. I mean, it's still more than enough for what I do. But eventually I'm going to have to upgrade that. It's now 5 years old.
Going to be is likely a series...
I'm not going to like, hey, guys, you need to donate more super chats so I can get a new camera. That's on me. That's my budget. I offer you a product. I need to make the product where people want to support the show, and that's it. Beyond that, it ain't your fucking problem. Yeah, dude. He does this he doesn't realize he gets very defensive when people talk about it. I know he hates me because I talk about it. I don't hate Phil. I actually am I think what am I, an ultra member on his channel? And I think he thinks I do that to gaslight him. I don't. I don't think Phil's a bad guy. There's someone else that I think is a bad guy.
I am thoroughly tickled.
He's not a bad dude. But he just doesn't get it. He doesn't understand. The new camera fun. Thank you very much. My camera's actually perfectly fine, though. This thing takes beautiful video. Beautiful video. I'm keeping this thing until it fucking smokes. But, 5 years. This thing is used almost on a daily basis for 5 years. Eventually. But it's fine now. There's zero issues with it.
Of events that we do that are special fundraising events, trying to raise certain tips goals.
No!
Fundraising. Bro, fundraising is what people do for like a charity. For like a cancer research fund. You're fundraising for what? To get a new Intel computer? Intel computer, I sound like an old man. You know what I mean. And yeah, man, look, you stream longer. My streams have actually gone up like an average of 400 viewers per stream, like 400 plus than average. I'm averaging now from I used to average anywhere from 600 to 1,000. Now it's 800 to 1,200. So it's going up quite a bit. But, times are tougher, so I have to stream longer to make the similar amount of money. I'm talking about it now to make an example, but do I talk about it? No, it's not my audience's problem. I'm here to offer a product, and if the product brings in money, then I'm doing my job. If it doesn't, then also, like I said, the economy is going to shit. But that's on me. I don't talk about it. Yeah, that was I need a new Intel computer thing. I'm like one of those old people that still thinks that, remember Microsoft had those web TV, I think it was, where it was dial-up and it was just so you could, check email on your, regular CRT television back in, 1999 and 2000? Are you old and don't know how to use a computer? Get this fucking box and put it on top of your TV. You could check email and someone might send you a picture of their titties. How is he not a bad guy? He takes advantage of mentally ill people. And mentally? That's like people saying he masturbates in front of children. Dude, you didn't see his dick. You just saw his nut faces. And it wasn't like he was like, oh, children are here. Let me whip out my penis. You didn't see penis. And all you saw was his stupid faces. He didn't masturbate in front of children. What mentally ill people is he taking advantage of? I have a Logitech C920. I'm considering using a cell phone to up my camera quality. There is apps that you can do that with. I've never done it, so I don't know, but I know it exists. I've seen videos on it. Look on YouTube. I'm sure there are plenty of videos.
Buy your computer or get out of the fucking game. If you can't afford the basic equipment to do this, then don't do it anymore.
And what do you need a new... What is your computer, Phil? Tell me your specs. I'm not even being a dick right now. What do you need a new computer for?
No going out there and going, oh, hey, guys, you know how I haven't been giving you good content? I've just been not shaving.
I have the links to the video I'm watching below in the description.
And whining? Yeah, give me money so I can buy a better computer to whine on. No, do a really good show for them and then go, hey, guys. If you feel like chipping in, here's our links. Go ahead, click on that, throw in a few bucks, and then do some math for him. Be like, hey, we had 10,000 listeners last week. I think we had 9.6 thousand.
How has that been confirmed? What did people do? Dig up records on people, which is weird. How has that been confirmed, Death Metal Dude? I'm not saying that defensively towards you, but I had to fart.
unique viewers. If let's see, for this show it would be like if 1,500 of those 10,000 from last week threw in $10, we're good for the month. Blah blah blah. Just, do that. Don't just sit there and give them this weird number out of nowhere and then halfway through the month go, oh, by the way, I need more. I need extra. I need even more. That's the Crowder grift, where oh yeah, we're suing YouTube. Pay for it for us.
God, he called out Steven Crowder. We're suing. Yeah. Oh God.
It's horseshit. Don't use your audience as an ATM. You have a set number you need. You've set a budget. If this is really what you want to do for a living, if this is what you want to do for a job, DSP, you set a budget. You tell your audience what that budget is, and you don't move it. You make the adjustments. They pay.
I don't think this guy realizes how long Phil's been doing this for.
Your tuchus. They pay your ass. You treat them with respect. You don't treat them as a fucking ATM machine.
Sitter of Goats. Thank you for becoming a member.
And then act like you're the one inconvenienced. They're the ones being hit up for money. I never want to become this guy, ever.
And those tips would go directly towards the cost of either components or...
I mean, on the flip side, I can't... I mean, minus the fascination that he does this very often. Like, what joy besides watching a man do this would you get out of this? Like, yes, I love when people tell me about their problems when I have my own. I think I actually asked him. I gave him a genuine invite, and he was like, "Nah, I won't do that." Yes, you could be a mod. Oh yeah, dude, I remember you. You were gonna send me a modified Xbox, and then didn't you get into a motorcycle accident? Dude, it's fine. Trust me. But I'm just saying that you just reminded me of that. Oh, why are my farts so big and bassy? Are you a mod now? Did I make you a mod?
Or just buying an outright pre-built PC. That would be a much better system than what I'm using now.
By the way, that motherfucker would find a deal on the computer, pocket the rest, and go, because he probably thinks Olive Garden is a nice, fancy dinner place, a fancy restaurant. He'd take it to Applebee's or Olive Garden. And then he's the kind of motherfucker who would go to Olive Garden, show up with pasta.
Thank you for becoming a member, Superstar DC.
A Primavera on his face in the middle of the stream, telling you how broke he is and how generous you are and how he needs a little bit more for that computer. Breadsticks and salads. He's skipping on it. He's going right to the pasta.
Breadsticks there, I can tell you, are right good. Very good.
Fajoule.
An internal capture card, things that could avoid a lot of the issues that I have today. Okay, and in addition, one of the major things that I want to do if I upgrade my PC is then get a better webcam. Instead of maybe getting a webcam, get a camcorder or digital camera that can live stream.
It'll be interesting to see, like, all right, I started out with mostly gaming, but I've transitioned to this, like, kind of like a variety show. Like, I'm 40. I'm going to be 41. Like, imagine if I was just live streaming games still. Like, it's that eventually... Look, I'm going to be gaming for the rest of my life, but it just, when you're 40, that doesn't work anymore. So it'll be interesting how long he could keep, like, because, I mean, I know he's had to file bankruptcy. How many years of back taxes that people said that he owed, and he's kind of said himself? Like, I can't, how long is that going to, like, oh, nothing, I just want to go watch a 40-year-old man play Kirby. I'm just being honest, Phil. Like, when someone even just said it here, they enjoy the show, but when people check the fuck out when I play games. There's a billion other people that are younger and better than me at games they want to see. Like, how long is that going to last, bro? He needs to get a camera that stays turned off. What's up, Rich? Heard you're talking to Vosh tomorrow. I'm pretty stoked about that. Yeah, I have to. He hasn't gotten back to me with a time, though. Yeah, we're going to talk about the whole thing, because, I watch Vosh streams, so according to someone who's a breastfeeder, that means I'm a pedo. So we're going to go over that whole thing. I'm interested to see, like, Vosh got to DM me and let me know a time. I don't know if I'm going to do it live.
All right, take it easy. the Nexigo cameras we have now that are, I think, 4K? I think is what they are. I think they were like $130 a piece, and we got three of them, but we used 2 of them for the show. So stop acting like you need to raise. You got 200,000 subscribers. Quit milking them. You got enough money in your pocket to dig in and buy those cameras. If you don't, quit. You're done. We need to weed out the weak anyway around here. If a guy with 2,500 subscribers.
Got to use the little boys' room. I will be right back. Enjoy birds. What would you do if you'd split super chats with? I don't think it's about that, man. I would do it. That's fine. But I don't. I think that he would want the questions curated. He said he would come on, but he had like a whole list of like requirements, and I'm like, nah, dude, that's not how I do my streams. I'm like, I'm not going to go out of my way to like barrage you, you know, but if people want to ask questions, like, you know, like, this is the audience you've cultivated, Phil. I'm not going to like just ignore all that, you know.
Subscribers can have a passionate enough fan base to have 3 or 4 part-time employees and 1 full-time employee.
Thank you, Bert. I appreciate
and make this
it,
thing
Bert
work.
94.
Then maybe it's a content issue with you. It ain't a fan support issue.
Stream. So now my visual quality is way improved. We buy some better lighting. Make everything a big.
Yeah, you know what though, man? That brings in no viewership. Like when I stream retro games, I get like 300 fucking viewers, if that. It's just how it is, man. You know, that's not what people are looking for, especially with me. They like my commentary and the fucking weird shit. I get stoned and kiss birds, and I try to relax my anus, which I remember I had the sugar-free barbecue sauce, which is working on me right now.
Step up, right? I want to do that. It's time. I've been using this PC for 8 fucking years, man.
So what?
No, I
That's
did
all
not,
you're worth
Super.
then. Don't bitch about that.
And bro, yeah, what is it like, dude? I gave it to my friend because as a thank you for helping me move some stuff. But that 5960X rig, that was from 2014. That was an 8-core 16-thread processor from Intel. You could still, I don't think he has that, but you could still stream from that thing effortlessly.
Been using this PC for 8 fucking years. Working fine. The problem isn't the picture. The problem is the guy talking. He's not doing anything interesting to keep me captivated.
Richard, you handsome devil, you. Thank you.
I'd rather listen to the quartering than this.
Coffee brand coffee. You see the little fiasco that happened with the quartering on Twitter? And no, Jeremy, someone else brought you up, not me. Where he, like, I don't know, he must have been on the sauce last night. What did I stream it? He just wrote, like, no. Like, I decided to follow Jeremy again because he's a very successful train wreck. And it is interesting to see the dumb shit he gets into. Actually, I think what made me follow him again, I don't remember the timing, but it was my editor said something where he was, of course, Jeremy's pandering to his right-wing audience and pro-life and blah, 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 blah. And I ended up saying something to him. We got into a little back and forth, which we always do, and then he wrote like no or something like that, and I wrote to him just joking around. There's like no 4D chess to this. I'm not trying to make content or whatever. I guess indirectly I'm doing that right now, but I wasn't even thinking of Jeremy until this guy mentioned him. And then he wrote something back about like my thirst. I don't even want to mention it here. It was so bizarre. Augie even was like, what the fuck is this? What is Jeremy talking about? It was like, everyone was like, what the fuck take was that, Jeremy? Go to my Twitter, RTU, the real RTU, not RTU streams, the real RTU, and you could see the whole fiasco there. It's spectacular. Jeremy, I'm going to give you some life advice right now, okay? One, don't drink my gastric bypass juices that don't exist, so you're probably drinking them from some random disgusting man. And when you are drinking, your wife, your social media manager, The fucking National Guard, I don't care. Have them take away all of your devices so you do not have to have all your shit deleted the next day. You should be, whenever you are drinking, you should be 30 miles away from social media. Like, stay away from it. It doesn't end well for you. Like, you shouldn't have either whoever comes in to have to delete 9,000 of your fucking tweets every morning. Oh, God.
It's not going to last forever. All right? I'm not saying it's on its last legs. I just know it can't last forever.
So
And if
give me
this
your money.
PC right now died this very moment, I'd be shit out of luck. I do have a backup PC that's ancient in my closet that I haven't used in like 6 years. I don't even know if it turns on. I'd have to fucking format it.
Yeah, coming from the guy thirsting over G. Remember he was like making some weird fantasy Willie Mack show. Oh shit! He was supposed to ask me. He had to ask me some questions. I feel bad. I don't want him to think I was blowing him off. But Willie Mack show, like he had a clip of him where he was like, literally straight up, like you look up the definition of cock. That was his fantasy for Gina Carano that the quartering was having.
I don't have OBS or anything set up in it. So it'd be like,
Do you see why I now say let's not talk about tech support on the air? It's fucking boring. Not only is it boring, but with this guy, it's tense because you know he's about to give you, after this sob story, he's about
to ask for money, yes.
to hit you up for money. Like I said, this guy...
Like, no, I'm not. Someone said they literally choked laughing. I'm not kidding. He was like, I would just love to go out on a... let me hold on a second. I would just love to go out on a date with Gina Carano, and she could, like, you know, sit on some other guy's face and look at me like, I'm not sitting on your face. And I'm just going to sit there with my beard and look like Gandalf and just be like, God, Gina Carano's cucking me. Like, what the fuck? I'm paraphrasing significantly. It's like, what are you doing? Stop. Stop. Drink some of your delicious teas from your coffee brand and relax your anus. Listen to Salvatore.
Try to relax your anus,
Or
your shoulders.
Oh, God.
Guy keeps me in check. I'll never do this. Worst I'll ever do is go like, hey guys, we're really fucking close and we'll do an extra half hour for you. Hey, let's do a fun little musical hype train and kind of mock.
Yeah, that's what you do. Yeah, obviously, because the economy took a turn for the worse, even though my viewership has gone up, I have to stream longer to hit the same numbers. Do I really talk about it? Now I am to make an example for this, but no, you guys don't hear me talk about it. That's not what because people are here to be entertained, not to worry about the finances. It's not their problem. Same when you go to a restaurant. You sitting there talking about, I mean, you're tipping the waiter or waitress, I hope. But are you sitting there, if they're like, please, I need to upsell you to the filet. If I don't upsell you to the filet, I don't know how I'm going to, like, keep the lights on for the restaurants. Then that's a failed business, Phil. It needs to shut down. Mr. Burnell.
Mock ourselves for asking.
like starting from scratch, it would be a nightmare. Okay? So I have to definitely set this up sometime this year. Now, here's the problem with this.
Okay, here we
yeah,
I was
ready?
talking about
Yeah,
this
mod.
earlier in the year. I said, I want to wait till I'm done with Elden
I was
Ring.
wondering why you
Because
were
this is going to be
mod.
one of my biggest playthroughs I've probably ever done, or at least in the last 5 years, one of the biggest playthroughs I've ever done.
So is he supposed to be like a video game guy then? Where's the video gaming? Because all I'm hearing now is whinging.
And I want to be sure we got all that done
Where's the
before I
video
start
gaming?
messing around.
Sounds like, where's the cyber gaming? Thought he was gaming on the cybers.
All right, with another idea of upgrading my setup or whatever. Okay, we did. We're there now. Now
I want to see Phil grow like a big, thick fucking beard. Look like a wizard.
we're kind of in the
A masturbating wizard. Oh, man. Yo, I would love if someone went and fucking posed and, like, it with this fat video and, like, added a big fucking beard to it. It would be the funniest shit ever. Fart, yes. Can I get a DSP blubbering and just spam cucumbers? Oh, of course. These are painfully unused.
Cucumbers.
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 Then I want to see like him and Ass Mangold, like have like those giant fucking cucumbers. Just like have like a sword fight with the cucumbers. That needs to happen. Keemstar, I want a pay-per-view event where Ass Mangold and DSP have those giant fucking cucumbers you can get at the grocery store right now, and they need to have a cucumber sword fight. I would go to that event. I would pay to go to that event. Other people would pay to go. Make it happen. I want to see them slap each other across the fucking face with cucumbers.
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 Cucumbers. Cucumbers.
Downtime. However, here's the problem. As I've already explained to you yesterday, right now things are
The
financial.
cucumbers are happening. I'm getting pickles. Pickles are cucumbers. I'm going to eat them while we finish watching Chris and Ark's video tomorrow. I did not have time to get the cucumbers today.
Slow.
I'm not aggravated. Why did I look aggravated? I'm just saying. I'm explaining it. I'm really stoned right now, and the birds are looking at me weird. It's making me uncomfortable.
Right now, I've been doing this podcast.
This isn't a fucking podcast. I do a podcast.
He's right. He has a point. Phil, this is not a podcast. This is you just complaining about issues in your life. Oh, man. This is not a podcast, dude.
I do a podcast. You're not doing a podcast. You're doing a wine session. No wine sessions. And I would gather you've been doing this longer than I have on the internet. I'm on 2 years now.
Bro, he's been doing this for a long time. Phil's been doing this as a living before I even thought I could do this for a living. He's been doing this for a living since 2010, right? No, not since he got fired from his job in 2008. I don't know. It's been he's been doing this to keep the lights on way longer than me. I bet he regrets inside getting rid of that condo every day. He would have had no debt. It probably was a small mortgage. He could have made the money he's making now and not been in bankruptcy. But here we are. Dylan's giving me cucumbers and bacon. Thank you. You should bring the soundboard to the event. Yes, I would. Dude, I would pay for that. I'm telling you. I would pay for that. A cucumber battle between Ass Mangold and Phil. Just two long cucumbers. They can't really get hurt because if they slap each other hard with it, it may sting a little bit, but it'll just snap. Whoever breaks the cucumber first is the winner. Fucking, with my luck, I say that this event will happen and Phil ends up poking his eye out with a cucumber. Oh, fucking cucumber! Oh God! Oh!
Now, I'm guessing you've been going longer than that. You should know better.
Bro, he's been going since Obama still had a full term left. From what I'm seeing in there. I thought it was like 2010. I actually thought that's still earlier than I started full time in this shit. I wasn't even a partner yet when Phil was making a living doing this.
Oh, man. This is the downtime, but financial times are tough. What do I say to my audience?
I was lucky to have amazing supporters. I was honest that I used the money for my son's savings account. And the thing is, people like transparency, dude. Not to this point. We were like, guys, I won't even be able to wipe my ass tomorrow if you don't give me a tip because I need the tip right into my PayPal account. This is too much. But transparency is good. But there's a limit. Phil has gone 7 fucking miles over the limit. Oh no, it's Alex. Here is the limit. Phil is like 30 miles that way. We're just having some fun. It's more something lighthearted than talking about, even though Captain Tickled. Oh, by the way, did I mention, remember all those things I was showing? Those posts from Tickled TV's Discord where he's saying that he wants women who may have had an abortion shot dead? Nice guy. he's deleted those tweets, and now he's going to make them that they're hearsay. Not tweets, Discord posts, Discord posts, Discord posts. I'm sorry. Hey, they never happened because I deleted them. It's worked with everything else. No, Chicken Gate was amazing. That was a fun stream. He made such a big fucking deal. About a fucking chicken sandwich. Oh, that's so fun. I almost want to revisit it. That's how good it is. Oh, God. It's he described it as pulsating. It was a breaded piece of chicken with condiments on it. And he made it like someone from that restaurant went and shit on his chest, and it took it off his chest and put it between a bun. It wasn't that bad, Phil. It really wasn't. It's a fast food chicken fucking sandwich. What do you expect?
It's whenever we come up short, what's the first thing we say? We don't talk about how times are tough for us. We're hitting our goals. We're hanging in.
You stream longer and you hustle and you don't talk about it. It's what you do.
There. I'm worried about our audience. These people have it rough. They're the ones, I mean, the economy will hit us too because we depend on our audience. So if it's tough for them, it'll be tough for us. But we'll be fine. We'll make do. I want to make sure they're okay. If they can't hit a goal or they can't contribute to the show, I understand. It's fucking...
Yeah, so someone sent me that. Someone's like... the Quantum TV moans his ass as he wipes, and I could totally picture that.
Crazy out there. But for you to sit there and go, me, this DSP, man,
I've seen some crazy I've seen people, like... I went down a rabbit hole once, a long time ago. I saw someone assassinated. That was a video I wish I never saw. That was fucked up.
He's nuts. Me. It's tough for me. I'm me. You fucking stream in your basement for a living. The people you're yelling at and talking to are driving to work at $5 a gallon for a living.
At like 4 a.m., a lot of people, Phil, we have a commute to a room in our house. We have zero room to complain, Captain.
And you have the audacity to say, I'm going to do special streams where I just ask you guys for money so I can buy a new computer, even though this one isn't on its last legs. The nerve.
For an hour. I have not received a single tip.
You can't talk about it. That's not how it works. Could you imagine? It's a perfect example, and that's why I beat it to death. Could you imagine going to a restaurant and the waiter goes to you, he or she goes to you, I haven't received a single tip in an hour. Well, I would be like, well, great news. That streak is going to continue because you're bitching at me about it. I don't know what I'm doing.
Do you see my point? Like, there was a time when as soon as I started every day, people would come in and would support. Now it's like, it's very much slowed down.
It's almost like the economy has gone to shit, dude. And they're not getting stimulus checks anymore. What do you want? It ain't always going to be the gravy train.
Yeah, or you adjust your goals, man. I adjusted my goals a little bit because, like I said, even though my concurrent viewership for streams has gone up quite a bit, actually, thank you very much. Yeah, times are different, so you either stream longer to make the same goal, or you lower the goal a little bit. Do I talk about it again? I'm talking about it again as an example here, but no. Because your audience is here to be entertained. They're not here to hear about your shit when they're dealing with their own, Phil. I wish you would listen to this and not just think I'm being a dick. But I followed a dude named Ragebox, gets about 20 viewers a stream. I have never once heard him beg for money, not one single time. And that's the thing. Like, it's not... One thing I'll pat myself in the back, USA, because I'm an asshole, is that even though... that face Phil is making. Even though I don't have the most concurrent viewership by far, my engagement is good because I interact with people. I try to keep up with the super chats. I could be better with the regular chat, I know, but it's tough because there's like, it's just like ba-ding, 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 ba-ding. The super chats are highlighted. And yes, someone's paying too, so of course I'm going to make sure I answer. But, you know, I have decent engagement. I mean, my engagement, I would say, is better than a lot of other YouTubers that live stream. You know, and you guys know I call out my own flaws. I'm not sitting here fucking flexing, but I'm just saying. You know, and that's... People want to feel like you're interacting with them. They don't want to feel like you're putting your fucking money problems on them either.
Get it in there when you got it. Protect it when you don't.
DSP could try streaming to furries. The creators there could whine and scold their audience to give money and they make bank. Well, isn't there something where, like, guys like when, like, if there's, like, a female streamer, they like the fact that they're treated like shit? Like, that's a weird... that's a thing. I don't understand it, but hey, to each their own. Quantum TV sits and crosses his legs to pee.
I'm not going to put it in a bottle and breastfeed it to you.
I meant to hit this.
I am thoroughly tickled.
Thoroughly tickled. Of course, YouTube and side with Quantum, they got rid of the dislike count specifically for hurt feelings of content creators like Quantum. When the dust settles, unless there's some kind of NDA they put people under to not talk about it, it'll be interesting to know the actual reason. That's all I'll say. Cosmic Productions, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Here's only $1.99, Dad. Please don't. Yes, I'm so mad. How dare you give your money that you could choose to do whatever you want with to me? How dare you? You son of a bitch. I'm kidding. Like, how could you not be? Hasn't he done this before too, allegedly? I think I've seen it, but I've seen so much stuff with Phil, sometimes, you know, I don't remember all of it, where he was, like, annoyed that people were giving super chats as opposed to StreamLabs tips because he got the StreamLabs tips right away. I'm pretty sure that was a thing. I could be wrong, though.
Don't. God, people like this piss me off because our audience jokes with us about asking for money. This guy is the actual embodiment of that joke, personified. I used to come in.
That happened. That's what I like, dude. Like, dude, really? I mean, I get the occasional Streamlab. Most people choose the super chats because it's easier for them. You can't complain about how people support the show.
In and right away they give me money. Now we go an hour without yeah, sometimes on this show we go an hour without anyone.
Yeah, sometimes the streams are slower even if there's a lot of viewers. Sometimes I'll get streams where it's like the viewers are actually like below average, but the super chats are like fucking a tsunami. It doesn't even matter that you can't even go by the viewership necessarily to how many super chats. Sometimes it's slow. Other times it's insane. Just how it is.
When chipping in, you know what you do? You put the link in.
Yes, I've seen the ones where he complained because there's a national holiday. That's any job, Phil. You're not going to get paid if there's a national holiday. You'll get paid the next business day. Like, Phil, if things are truly that strapped, you have to figure something out.
In your chat, you go, hey guys, here's how far away we are from the goal. If you could take a minute to chip in, that'd be cool. And then,
well, you're very lucky, Mari. There's a lot of people that don't. That's even happened with me. Like, you get paid like the weekend. Like, if there was a holiday on a Friday, I'll get paid Monday instead. But if things are that tight, Phil, you got to do something, dude. I don't know.
15 minutes later, we click, we check, and asking nicely and treating your audience with respect. 5-6 people chip in. They knock that goal down by $100. Hey, look at that. Everything's going to be fine. But instead, you sit there and bitch to your audience that they're not doing enough? That's what somebody with 3 kids wants.
You got paid. Hey, my miracle spring water is on its way. I'm so excited.
To hear right now is that you're not doing enough for this asshole.
And I'm not blaming anyone. I've already explained the reasons I feel this.
So why are you even talking about it? If you're not blaming anyone, it is not your audience's problem. It's not.
This is happening, all right? But I'm in a situation where I'm very financially tight right now. Things are not good behind the scenes, to let you guys.
And you know what's funny? He always says, oh, but I was doing this back then. Things were better. But then if you go look at the time he's talking about, he's still complaining about the same thing back then, so he's full of shit. Tiny Murder Muffin got here because of the cucumber, stayed for the bird. Still confused. This all started with Elden. Yes, it all started with Elden Ring. And at the time, that was a game I didn't even play. And the reason why I keep, because he always goes back, Captain Tickle, to Elden Ring. Bro, I didn't play the game. I beat it now. But at the time, you came in my crosshairs in terms of the stupid shit you were doing. I have to make sure you're like, oh my God, he said crosshairs. That means Rich wants to assassinate me. No, dude, I'm talking about you're on my radar. I didn't play Elden Ring yet. Not a second. Yes, you could get a breastfeed it beat.
Breastfeed it, 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 breastfeed it.
I really should make. I got the idea in my head. I'm just gonna shut the fuck up and do it because I keep bitching about I have this idea. Okay, Rich, do something with the idea and shut your mouth.
You guys know they're just not, okay?
Then do something funny. Do something where this would be like if a stripper came up and went, my ankle hurts and I don't feel like dancing tonight and I just need more money because my car broke down and I have a computer that's on the fritz, and it's like, show me your tits, maybe I'll throw some money at you. I mean, I don't want DSP to show anyone his tits, but you get the idea. Dance, piggy. I don't just sit.
Let's actually, I want to watch Phil DSP Gaming begging. Let's see. Wait, DSP is mad at Keemstar? Oh. I love Memeology's intro with that. Oh. Oh, God.
Views.
I got to see about this. Like, I want to give my take. That guy's cool. I sub to him. I don't know why he got kicked off the other platform. I know nothing about it. The reason why I'm like, oh, Rich, this guy did. I don't know what he did. You know, it's Twitch. You can get kicked off for stupid shit there anyway. Imagine walking home in the middle of the night when you see a DSP run up to you and shout, wash your balls. No, he would, you know, he's probably like wakes up in the middle of the night to eat cheese. I don't know why. I just think that with Phil. He gets like a piece of cheddar and just slowly chews on it.
I don't want to be Mr. Views. I need banana, tasty banana.
Yeah, see, that's the kind of shit, like constructive criticism. That's interesting stuff, Phil. You got a lot of viewership on that. Phil actually, when he's not bitching, is a decent commentator. If I'm being fully objective here. But the problem is he just bitches too much about his life problems and he doesn't commentate enough. I'm gaping. Richard Masucci's Brown Star says, SOS, please sound help. Maybe DSP can help.
Try to relax your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your shoulders. Try to relax your anus.
Spread your cheeks and just go to town.
Yo, I watched a video. I can't even show it here because I'm sure it's BBC. They would copyright it instantly. A wombat farting. And some guy was holding them, and all you heard was, oh, it was the funniest shit, man.
Put banana in my mouth. Squeeze the peel, it comes in. Then squeeze banana.
He always plays Skyrim. Isn't this like the 6,000th time he's played through Skyrim? We need more cucumber as the pickle has been tickled. No, dude, I'm gonna eat. If I'm gonna eat a bunch of pickles tomorrow, they're gonna be pickled. Or I'm gonna eat a bunch of cucumbers tomorrow, they're being pickled. I need flavor. That'll actually be a healthy snack too, because you get the whole fucking jar. It's like 20 calories. I'll probably shit my brains out afterwards, but that's okay.
All right. So Keemstar, should I ban you now? All right, here we go. Kurosawa.
But the thing is, the thing about Phil 2, the contradiction with Phil 2 that makes him infamous, I'm going to have to piss in a second, then we'll finish watching this, is he's so anti-drama, but he doesn't realize talking about like his personal problems, mostly money issues, he's all about drama and he doesn't even realize it. I have to go empty my hole. But he gets his gin from DoorDash? You gotta explain that more to me when I get back. Birds.
Try to relax your anus.
So what is this? First off, even though he doesn't shut up about his finances, I hate to, because his finances, even though he doesn't shut up about them, are none of my business. And when people find things outside of his complaining, I think it's wrong, because it's not anyone's business. However, at the same time, nice poultry. Thank you for enjoying my birds. Tar, you've been around for a long fucking time too. I remember because I can remember your thumbnail. It stands out.
Kid, did 100-bit cheers. What's the most expensive thing you still have in your house?
I've learned after because I had the funeral this weekend, and we had like a catered thing afterward. I got drunk there. I hate drinking. I drink like a few times a year, and that's a few times too many. Give me pot any day of the week. The moment the guy from the last video said something funny or something, I lost it and started crying, laughing. Who is he? He's I have the links in the description. I have the links there to the videos. Go check them out. I like their show. I think I like his banters better when his wife is there, though.
The most expensive thing I still have in your house is this band that I'm giving you right now because you directly violated what I just said a million times, because it's priceless when I get to ban a piece of human shit who's trying to fuck with me. So fuck off and don't come back. For, trying to derail my stream, or should I,
Oh, Keemstar comes to my streams enough. He doesn't derail them. You gotta, dude, I've had fucking the quartering come here and say he wanted to drink my gastric bypass juices. You play off of it, man. That's the fun of it. I always get pissed when people want to ban motherfuckers like that. Don't ban them. Let's have fun. Rich didn't wipe me properly. We will need the birds.
Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it. Breastfeed it.
I don't know. Well, let's just. I'm out of my fucking mind right now. Man, look at those textures. You can tell that Skyrim's old. Looks like someone drew him on his arms with a fucking crayon.
Bother telling everyone what you're talking about, derailing my stream, or should I just outright ban you and move on? Like, what should I do? I'm just curious how you'd like me to handle this, because you obviously know I'm not going to stop being with my viewers to talk to you.
Yeah, I'm not going to stop complaining to my viewers and asking for money to talk to you, where I actually have a money-making potential. How dare you, Daniel? I love that, man.
Breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it.
We've already had the discussion behind the scenes. You were unable to follow simple instructions about when I'm free.
Follow simple instructions. Are you going to put Daniel Keemstar in detention? Simple instructions. Oh, man. Phil, I need instructions from you.
Free to talk. So if
Wait, he played World of Warcraft?
you're not an intelligent human who can act like a professional, but you're going to come to my
Intelligent human who can act like professional. By the way, guys, I'm broke. Could you give me money for groceries? You can't be both, Phil. You can't be both, son. It's more fun. Like, just I wish you could. He doesn't know how to have fun.
my stream in the middle of my work to try to talk shit and say stupid stuff. And I gotta deal with this stupid...
I love when people do that. I want every YouTubers come in here and talk shit. It makes it fun. It makes it interesting. Please.
shit. I don't want to deal with this stupid fucking shit. I don't want to deal with this fucking dumb-ass immature kitty shit. It's dumb as...
It's not dumbass. People like to be entertained. Howard Stern is in his fucking 60s still talking about... He farts on stream. He is my influence. Like, stop thinking... I could see if he was super professional and didn't talk about it. Like, dude, you sit there and complain about your personal problems. You're like the least professional streamer ever. Remember that guy, one guy in California who was trading violent video games for Ben & Jerry's? Yes! Because he was another fucking, I think he was another Republican politician, or I don't even know if he was a Republican. He was just a fucking turd who was trying to make it that video games were the problem. And didn't want to make it about something else. Guns.
Fuck. I mean, how would you like me to handle it? I'm just curious. Let's hear it. How would you like me to you know... Because I'm not going to have the discussion with you on my stream. All right?
Damn it, Phil, you have more members than me. I have to change that.
You can either do what we previously discussed, which I told you times that I was free, you ignored me.
I think he has gifted subs on his channel. I'm trying to get that open up on here.
Okay. All right. So here we go. So now Keemstar's banned from my channel, and I'll probably be banning him from Twitter tonight as well, and I don't have to deal with this nonsense anymore. He's a fucking idiot. Okay. Let's continue, shall we? Which is what we were doing. So I don't know what the hell's...
Phil, if you had fun, if you weren't so uptight, like, that would be a great publicity thing for you. Why? Why is it so above you? I don't get it. Why is having fun, like doing entertaining things? Why you just play Skyrim over and over again and complain about the fact that you're broke?
What's going on? We're stuck in a weird dimension, right? And I guess we gotta do stuff with this Wabbajack thing. I don't remember this, so I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do. Alright, since everyone is going to want to know what's going on, I will take 2 minutes to explain briefly because my audience is probably incredibly confused, okay? For me to just stop and address it at every moment, I would never have time to stream. I would literally never have time to play a video game or stream. I would just be constantly addressing the stupidity of these idiots. Shall I? Here we go. Two minutes to explain, alright? Keemstar, many months ago, made a public post on Twitter stating that I was going to be on a podcast with Boogie and Wings of Redemption. He didn't talk to me about it. He never addressed it ever. He just made this statement.
I don't know anything about this situation because I don't know who's telling the truth and who's not. What? No one is allowed to have fun at Kim Jong Burnell's. Even he doesn't seem like he always seems so unhappy doing this. Like, ugh, that must suck.
Okay, so people start contacting me like, Phil, so what's up with this podcast? Are you going to be on it? What's going on? I was like, I have no idea what you're even talking about. So then
Why would you not do it? It makes no sense.
someone linked me to his
From a business perspective, that isn't like, if you had a manager, Phil, he'd be like, why the fuck are you not doing that?
stupid tweet. And apparently his idea was to do a podcast with all of us together. Okay, I ignored it. I didn't hear anything
Why?
about it. I never got any official offer or anything from the guy. I just completely ignored it, okay? Because I didn't hear anything about it. So then I get a message, like later, maybe a couple weeks later, from Boogie. And Boogie's like, would you be interested in being on a podcast? And I'm like, well, I don't know. What's it about? And he goes, well, here's the deal. It'll be Yumi and Wings, and Keemstar would be producing it. And as soon as he said that, I said, no.
Why?
What? No!
Try to relax your anus.
Jesus. What the fuck just happened there? What just happened?
Can't you just give me a freebie?
Yes, just keep hitting the button. It'll definitely change his mind.
I need one more shell. I have 5 of 6. That's it. I refuse. I want nothing to do with Keemstar. There's too much problem, too much drama there. The guy, everyone hates him. Personally, I don't really know either way if he's as bad as people say he is. But if even a fraction of the shit that people say about what this guy's done on the internet is true, I want nothing to do with the guy.
Tremendous, massive dumps, believe me. I didn't fail the... That's an infamous one from Phil. I didn't fail the mission.
Guy, personally, it would just be...
From Metal Gear.
As bad as possible. I want nothing to do. If you want to do a podcast, maybe with us working together at some point, or even just having a public discussion at some point, I'd be open to that. But I don't want him...
Why do you make it so complicated, Phil? You did the same thing with me. Why do you make it so... Just do the fucking show. All right, if drama gets brought up, you talk about your personal finances all the time. You are the one who is... You've insulated yourself in this drama. I don't know if that's the right terminology, but I'm stoned. You have put the drama all around you. You... Like, why is this different? Just go. Make some money. Get some new viewers. Jerk off on stream again, but just don't show your cock. Like, you make it like you do some super professional stream where you never bring up your personal stuff, that you get thousands of concurrent viewers. You don't. Just do it. Freshen things up. Spruce things up a little bit. Oh, Maron. Hey, Rich, been on the West Coast for a few weeks, so I've been having trouble catching your streams. Dude, that's okay. When you can get here, like I always say, you guys owe me nothing. I owe you a show that's entertaining. So I appreciate that you come through and support the show. Are you a man? Yes, with an ass. Do you have holes? Yes, I have multiple holes. Can we see them? No. Thought there was a seltzer behind my bird's ass, and that was inaccurate, though.
Him involved with anything that I'm doing, okay? So Boogie's like, okay.
But you wouldn't be. You would just go on the stream. Like I've been on Drama Alert back in 2015. It's not still hanging over me. Who cares? Who gives a shit? Just do it. Do it for you. That is what a businessman, Captain Business Degree, would be like, oh, it would get me publicity. You know that like 90% of your audience is trolls just watching you to make gotcha clips about you. Find more that would expand your audience. Maybe some people would actually like your shit when you're not complaining. Because like I said, Phil, you're actually a pretty good commentator when you're not bitching. I mean it. You could be engaging and interesting. Just a thought, man. Hey, Rich, moving to Texas. Donald Trump's sensual man breast. Oh, come on. I got to spam the applause. Some good shit. Can't wait. Very nervous. I'm going to be moving by myself, ready for a new chapter. Move is going to be the most pain. Moving fucking sucks. As a person who's moved, I know, and I'm sure you've known too. It's always a pain in the ass, especially when you're moving far. So good luck to you. Best of luck. I hope your move goes smooth. Nice and smooth. That is when, because this is what I did not know, that feeding the trolls. This is part of the beginning of why Keemstar hates me. I don't know if he still hates me now. Maybe he doesn't. That's fine. But they remember the whole thing where on Facebook someone messaged me that they were going to no-scope shoot me at a convention, and I cried about it and made an entire video dedicated to that troll, which was the stupidest fucking thing I could have ever done. I don't know. So I ended up getting banned from the convention because they didn't want to, it was a security risk, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, it was like the Lizard Squad, allegedly, that took responsibility for that. It wasn't them. And Keemstar had me come on the show to talk to the people from Lizard Squad that were allegedly involved in it. What I did stupidly, because everyone thought I was lying about it. Everyone thought that the threat, like, I was making it up. It was a stupid threat that I should have just ignored. But I wasn't making it up. So what I did, without Keemstar's permission, which I would have never done that now, because that's his show, I mirrored the video on my channel. And Keemstar was like, what the fuck? And I genuinely, at the time, was too stupid to realize, like, bro, what's the big deal? I was on your show. Yeah, Rich from 2015, you stupid fuck. That's Keemstar's YouTube show, and you're mirroring his content on your show. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, man. I was such a fucking idiot. I was such a fuck. So that's the beginning of why Keemstar hates me. Anyway, moving back to Phil.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. Haven't, talked to Boogie or anything about that at all in months, okay? All of a sudden, what was it, a few weeks?
I don't know why, and I didn't get why he was pissed off. Like, yeah, you shouldn't do that. Like, that's why Keemstar was pissed off. And I apologized to him on Andy Worski's stream. And then Keemstar was like, oh, you're just kissing my ass. I'm like, kissing your ass for what? Like, I'm not going to start, like, talking about Logan Paul on a daily basis. It's not like I'm trying to get your audience. What am I kissing you? I'm just apologizing to you because I fucked up. No, I did was stupid, and I learned from it. Like, that's it. Like, I would never do that now. Like, whose show was I just on recently? I'm not going to mirror their fucking show and whatever. Anyway, I was an idiot, and I was a fucking dumbass. Now let's get back to another dumbass.
Weeks ago, maybe a month ago.
I don't want to chill with the applause, Beal, because Ray doesn't want me to.
Keemstar makes another public tweet that he notices that I unblocked him on Twitter. I think at one point he was blocked, and then I did unblock him at one point, and I don't even know why, to be honest. Maybe it was
kind of like I did with the quartering, because I just wanted to see what he was up to.
Between that discussion about the podcast with Boogie or whatever, I unblocked him to see if he would message me or something, which he never did, okay? So then he makes a surprise tweet out of nowhere that he has a...
All right, I see it. Bullcrap, that'll be next.
$50,000 signing bonus for me to offer for me to be on something. It's very vague. There's no explanation or whatever. But he wants me to private message him. Now, wait a minute. I want you to think about this. You're supposed to be a professional business person. When you something you want to offer, an opportunity you want to offer someone, right?
Well, that was the other thing too. And you know what? Again, hindsight being 2020, this is when I was a sensitive fucking man-child. Like, even if he was talking about me, who cares? I should have just left it at a tweet and not made videos about it. Like, all right, you think that I shouldn't have a Patreon, even if he wasn't referring to me. Even if it was just a coincidence that after my Patreon tweet that he tweeted something saying people don't need Patreons. Like I was just a fucking uptight dork. I was much different than I am now and much fatter.
Do you ask them to message you or do you contact them? I'm a public person. I have all these different ways to contact me, whether it's email, whether it's sending me a direct message on Twitter.
Yeah, contact him through AOL Instant Messenger.
Whether it's a million things, our forums. There's a million ways you can contact me, okay? He wants me to message him. So I ignored it. And then after like a day of ignoring him, he starts posting up things like, he better message me. If he doesn't message me, he's going to lose his $50,000 signing bonus. So I already told you.
I used to love watching Phil back in 2009, 2011. Whatever happened to him, man, he used to have great commentary. Look back at it. I mean, I really think what initially made Phil successful is he was pumping out videos. He would point his camera at the screen and just record. And he was one of the first people to do it and do it consistently. And that was what garnered his success. Now, like I said, Phil is not a bad commentator. He's actually pretty good when he's not bitching about money. But the problem also with Phil is that he didn't catch on to capture with how successful he was. I get it's tough to change when you're comfortable and your things are going well. He should have been the first to, dude. I was broke as a joke back then. I got the HD PVR, which had component in. This is that for the Xbox. It recorded at 720p, and that was like the Rolls Royce back then. I remember in 2013, he was still doing, I'll show you. He was still doing videos in 2013 with the camera at the screen. And by that point, capture cards were a dime a dozen. And I remember getting, I'm not going to be like other YouTubers. And, they just sell out and production value. I'm just raw, unedited gameplay. You just don't want to edit, Phil.
You guys, I want nothing to do with this guy. Okay, I don't. I want nothing to do with him. Anything to do, as if I have a bad reputation, right? This guy's reputation is far worse than mine will ever be.
What?
There's documented evidence of fucked up things this guy has done. I want nothing to do with this fucking guy, okay? But, just for the sake of argument, okay, I sent him the DM to get him to shut up and see what he's talking about. He won't tell me. He's basically just saying, I have an interest, a show or something that I want you to be a part of, all right? Or even maybe host. I know it'll be huge on the internet, but I want to have a phone call with you. And I'm like, all right, well, here are my times that I'm free. You could call me between my streams at this time. You could call me at this day. So I gave him maybe like 2-3 times that he could possibly call. He didn't call me during those times. He calls me during a live stream when I can't answer. So he DMs me again and says, so can you get to take a call now? Can you take a call now? And I messaged him back. I was like, I told you the times that I was available. Is it not? Here's the thing.
Getting vertigo from his fuck. What the fuck is going on?
You're going to enter a business relationship with someone, okay? So
yes. Please tell the multimillionaire how to... You're asking people for money for groceries to give you direct tips. Yeah, please tell the multimillionaire how to run a business, Phil. I'm all ears. Oh, God.
Seriously. The first interaction you have with that person, they're too stupid to call you when you tell them you're free.
Or maybe he wants to get the deal signed, sealed, and delivered. But no, you need to play. You need to play Elder Skyrim for the 7,000th time instead.
Do you want to ever have a business dealing with this person, or is this just the first sign of something bad to come? Right? Like the first moment I have any kind of interaction with the guy, and he's like, "I want to call you. Let's have a call about a show I want you on." Okay, here's when I'm free. Call me one of these times. Instead, he ignores what I say and just calls me random times. Well, no, then I want nothing to do with you. Are you an idiot? Like, I mean, yeah, you are. You are. So why on earth would I ever want any relation with you or any kind of interaction with you if you can't even get a time right to call me, right? Like, it's so stupid. And by the way, I said in the DM that I had with him, I said, just tell me here in this DM what we're talking about, and then we could talk here. No, I want to call you. No, I demand a call. All right, then, fuck off. Goodbye, Keem. I don't ever want to hear from you ever again. Seriously, don't ever bring me up ever again. I want nothing to do with you. I was good with, before I ever had any interaction with you. And now I had my 5 minutes of interaction with you. It was very much a waste of everyone's time. It was very unpleasant. And now I'm done with you.
Try to relax your anus.
Yeah, I was thinking about Wreckfest. But that Paint the Town Red, that first-person beat-em-up game where it looks like you're beating the shit out of a bunch of people from Minecraft is pretty fun.
Goodbye. Okay, and that's all I have to say about that. I'm sure this segment will be clipped a million times.
Everything you do is clipped a million times.
And will be put all over the internet. That's literally it. I have nothing else to say. Nothing else happened. There's no other interaction. So people were speculating, oh, he wanted to fill the box in that celebrity event. That wasn't it. It was some idea for some show he had. He never told me the full idea because he refused to talk in a DM. He wanted to call me. I told him when to call, and he refused to call when I was free. And that was it. I just ignored him from then on. Now he comes to my stream and derails it and gets banned because he's an asshole. Well, I guess the stories were true. Keem is an asshole. There you go. He's proven it on my stream. So now,
Phil, I know I'm overusing the applause and this tonight, but it's so true.
Try to relax your anus. Try to relax your anus.
now we don't have to worry about his bullshit. But this will be great because now what'll happen is this will be clipped and put all over the internet. Okay? And then idiots on Reddit and other places will all come to my channel.
Or idiots like me will watch it.
Idiotically. And start like trying to leave nasty comments and dumb shit, none of which will affect my channel in any way. And I could just ignore it all and get extra views. So thanks very much. Okay.
Or even better, you could have, even if the show ended up flopping, you could have gotten money, make sure the check clears first, do the fucking show. It's not like he's going to have you go on Chatterbait and jerk off for a bunch of people, except this time actually see your cock. Like, why? It's not like you have a flourishing career right now, dude. Okay.
All right.
Thank you, you fucking worthless humans, for the view.
All right, so let's watch this video about DSP that someone sent me. Let's see here. Who sent this? All right, so thank you. I'm going to copy and paste over here. So let's see what happens.
Hey y'all, it's Brittany. How is it going today? Hope everyone is doing well. I'm back with a new episode of my series, This is How Not to Run Your Business. In this series, I analyze the business decisions of various content creators across...
He wants to pay me $50,000 as a sign-on bonus for this show. Okay? That's all I know. That's literally all he said. Now I was like, okay, well, I don't know if I want to be involved. Can you give me details? Let's talk. No. I want to have a phone call with you to talk about it. Now, immediately that hits a red flag for me. Why? Because this guy wants to do a phone call for a good reason. Because he doesn't want to have anything in writing, right? If someone wants to have a business dealing with you, they're going to do it in writing.
So have the phone call, Phil, and then say I want it in writing after you have the phone call. What are you talking about? See what the... It's a phone call. He doesn't want to have phone sex with you. Just talk to him. And then be like, okay, here are the things we talked about. I want them in writing before I do anything. Holy, why are you overthinking this so much? Oh, God.
So that there's evidence of what they said, and it can be referenced later. He wants to...
Well, it's illegal to record the phone call if it's not two-party consent, but you could say, hey, here are the things we discussed. I want this, this, and this. I want the check to clear before I do anything, or whatever, however the Keemstar would work it out with him, and boom.
A phone call with me so that we can talk and he can say shit that later on he can claim he never said. I'm not stupid, okay? I mean, really, honestly, I'm not born yesterday. I know how people are. I know.
He could just say that you said shit anyway. So what?
That's why he wants a phone call. This has happened to me in the past when I used to talk to contacts at Machinima, contacts at Curse. They would literally say, oh, let's not talk here. Let's have a phone call, so that later on they could claim that the phone call didn't happen or didn't happen that way.
No, they want to have a phone call with you because it's just easier to go over a bunch of information instead of like typing you a fucking thesis. All right.
Okay, that was a lot for Phil in that short clip. So I want to dissect it. I want to go slow so I can provide commentary and explain to you where he messed up and how things actually go. So the main reason that DSP said he didn't want to talk to Keemstar over the phone is because he has had past dealings with other individuals from Machinima and other partnership programs and sponsorships and things like that, where he talked to these individuals over the phone, and because the phone calls aren't recorded, when it was time to, I guess, go over particulars, those individuals said, no, we didn't talk about that, or no, you're misremembering it. And Phil believes that Keemstar is trying to be shady and wants to talk over the phone so he can screw him over. Now, I will say this, that does happen.
Even if you had shit, and can't Keemstar say, like, but there's other things we went, like, I don't know. It just, his reasoning is ridiculous. So go over things on the phone, and if it's not in writing after it's gone over on the phone, then you don't sign it.
Phone calls are not recorded. Now, if you call into a recorded line like customer service or technical support, yes, they inform you ahead of time that these phone calls are recorded, but most phone calls are not recorded. Now, Phil could record the phone call if he wanted to cover himself. However, in America, we have what are called one-party and two-party laws. So, like I'm in the state of Georgia, and that is a one-party consent state, meaning that if I wanted to record a phone call, like let's say I'm calling just a stranger or calling, a business contact, I can record the phone call without informing him or her. That's the law in Georgia. However, Phil is in Washington State, and that is a two-party consent state.
New York, I believe, is two-party too.
Meaning that if Phil wanted to record the phone call with Keemstar, he would have to inform Keemstar, hey, I'm recording this phone call. Do you consent to that? And that gives Keemstar the right to either accept it or say, nah, I don't really feel good about that, and drop off the call. That's another reason why if you use things like Google Meet or...
So what if he was trying to, but like, play along. That's the thing. Find out. Maybe there was actually something there. There's a chance he was just trolling him, of course. But, fuck, it's a big deal, man. Move your stream around a little bit. Take the phone call and see what happens.
Zoom and they record the meeting, those notifications pop up saying, hey, the host is recording the meeting. Do you want to, do you consent to that, or do you want to drop off? It's because of those reasons. Now, what could Phil do to cover himself in these situations? When I worked for other people and even, working for myself, anytime we had a meeting, be it phone, be it Slack, be it Google Meet, whatever, people, there'll be like either a note taker or there'll be a designated individual that would send out an email as soon as the phone call was over that would go over all the points you talked about.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. That's it. And if he ends up trolling you, then you're trolled. Who cares?
So that way, you can look over it and say, hey, you forgot about this. Or, hey, you said you were going to do that. That is a great way to cover yourself. That's a great way to say that you are actually paying attention to the phone call and say, yes, I agreed to this. I remember you telling me this. It's just a great way of having backup information because, again, you're going to have, I would assume that him and Keemstar would have a series.
Well, no, there's entertainment with Captain Tickled, but I just needed a fucking break, and I'm going to get the pickles tomorrow.
Conversations over the phone, and this is a good way to keep a note of all of them and keep a record of what was said during these phone calls. Now, again, that requires someone to take notes. For Phil, he could have included his wife. He could have put the phone on speaker, have his wife take notes. That's always a good option. Or he could take notes.
Or just be on speaker with him and have a notepad app on your fucking phone.
It is difficult to take notes and speak, but I've done it before. It can
have
be done.
Have a good night, Mari.
And that way you can say, hey, let me email you these notes I took of the phone call. Make sure that I didn't forget anything. Make sure that I understood everything correctly. Because sometimes, even though you were talking via phone, you can misunderstand things. And that is the major reason why Keemstar wanted to talk to Phil over the phone. He's investing a lot of money into this show. $50,000 is a tremendous amount of money. And he's going to have Boogie, Wings of Redemption, and DSP. Let's say each individual is getting $50,000. We don't know, but let's just assume. That's $150,000. I don't know if that's going to be per episode or for the entire.
Ain't gonna be per episode, no way. I don't even think Phil would have turned that shit down if it was $50,000 per episode. I gotta piss one more time, but Daniel Keemstar, you want to sign me up for fucking $50,000 an episode? I am game.
Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Your shoulders. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your shoulders. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Try to relax your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Your shoulders. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your shoulders. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Try to relax your anus. Your anus. Your anus. Your anus, your shoulders, your anus, your shoulders, your anus, your shoulders, your anus, your shoulders, your anus, try to relax your anus, your anus.
Entire series, I would guesstimate for the entire series, and so.
Yeah, he's not getting $50,000 an episode. Phil would not draw that much of a crowd.
If that's 5 episodes, that's $10,000 an episode. That's still a lot of money, much more than what Phil earns by playing video games poorly online.
She said it.
Breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it.
I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on. It just, of course, this is handled the way Phil handles everything, disastrously.
So, with Keemstar investing all this money, he must make sure his talent, as Phil likes to call himself, he has to make sure his talent is up to par. Because what we see on the internet can be a sham. A lot of people play a part. Some people are like, yeah, I'm not really like that in real life.
Phil is like that in real life. Phil is absolutely like that in real life.
I'm just being outrageous like that. I'm saying these things because I'm just trying to get viewers. That happens. So for Keemstar, he probably wanted to learn more about Phil and say, hey, I read a lot of stuff about you online. Some of it is crazy. Is this true? Can you tell me about yourself? Can you explain yourself? And you want to develop a relationship because, again, they're going to do a series of videos. Again, we don't know how many, but Keemstar probably wants to make sure that he is picking an individual who is going to help him recoup his investment and make a profit. Because, Keemstar doesn't just want to recoup his investment. He wants to make a profit. And so just like when I talk to people and who are trying to help me with, proving my business or reaching out with sponsorship opportunities, you want to talk to see if it's beneficial for both parties. And it's so much easier to do with a phone call. But Phil's ignorance about these dealings just show that he is not used to dealing with individuals this way.
Oh, come on. He's a businessman with a business degree. He knows everything. God, oh God. Oh, Phil. I actually like this woman. I'm subbing to her. She's like calm and concise and explains herself well. I like it. I'm sold. Link to her videos in the description too.
He rather talk to people via email or via text, specifically via email. He loves his.
Keep in mind with this, Bended Horse Pickle, wonderful name. It's a very fragile phone. Very fragile. They've done things with it where now the two sides of the phone are water resistant. They've improved the hinge so it actually kind of cleans itself each time you open it, but it's still a foldable phone with a foldable fragile screen. Keep that in mind. Yeah, took a call 11 years ago. Dude, take the call. Take the call. Put Daniel Keem on fucking speaker and type away all the talking points that you want to remember. And then if he says you said shit that you didn't said, who fucking cares? Whoop-de-doo. Welcome to the internet. It's always blood sports every day.
Reaching out via email. But I think this goes deeper into Phil not really trying to cover himself and not trying to make sure that people are not taking advantage of him. I think Phil just doesn't like talking to individuals, period. And he doesn't like talking to them in a personal manner, like over the phone. Because when he does his podcast through the internet, it's him and a camera. He's disassociated with his fans. Yes, he sees his fans on his computer, on the screen, but they are not close to him like a phone call.
It's actually a valid point. I hate talking to people on the phone. Probably because I don't shut the fuck up all day for my job. Whether it be recording videos. Let's talk on the phone. I have my buddy Nick. He's like, dude, let's talk on the phone. I'm like, dude, no. And it's nothing against him. Even intro guy, maybe I'll leave him a voice message on Facebook Messenger, or I'll leave him a fart, but that's how we talk, is they're there. I'll send him a Tim and Eric video, he'll send me one. I'll fart to him, he'll fart to me back. That's our conversation. Even when he lived here, that's how we talk. We just farted to each other.
Get my drift. With a phone call is you and a person, even though there is technology separating you, but you're on the hook. It's you and that person. There's nowhere to run unless you just want to hang up. So I think Phil is very scared of personal connection. He's scared of dealing with individuals if he's on his own and if there's nothing there that can separate him. And plus, he also knows that Keemstar is not going to hold back. And Keemstar is going to put him on the spot. Probably several times, and Phil doesn't like that either. He likes to be the one in control, and
that is the most accurate description of Phillip Burnell that I have heard. I mean, he's not anywhere near Captain Tickled, okay? Nowhere near him, but yes, that is part of why Phil treats his stream audience like they're students and he's a disgruntled substitute teacher. All right, don't talk about it. You talk about that again, you're bad. All right, you're bad. You're a fucking idiot. You're bad. I'm not dealing with the nonsense. I'm not Phil, that is the Streisand effect that's making, oh, you're fucking banned too.
No, daddy, no. No, daddy, no. No, daddy, no. Daddy, no.
Since he knows Keemstar not only has more money, but you know, a better reputation and, you know, more power, he's not going to be able to fight back. And for Phil, he doesn't like being on the back foot, or he doesn't like to be on the defense. He likes to be in control. So I think that's the major reasons why, as the kids say today, Phil fumbled the bag. And I do believe that this is a missed opportunity.
No, Phil fumble the bag? He is Phillip fumble the bag Burnell. He has fumbled his way through his internet career. Look, I've made plenty of mistakes too, okay? I'm not trying to be in a soapbox here. But Phil making a career choice mistake consistently? I'm shocked. Got to be a professional like me. Fuck birds. Tired of birds.
And this leads me to this. I know it has nothing to do with the business part of these videos because I like to discuss business when it comes to the creators. But I want to know if
he came in the bag. What are you talking about?
Phil's wife, Catherine, knows about this offer because this is a lot of money. And Phil talks about how he is in dire straits all the time financially. $50,000 is life-changing. $50,000 for most Americans, most people around the world.
She's right.
Would change their lives for the better. People could pay off debt. They could actually move to a better place.
Down payment on a house.
Possibly buy a house, get transportation. Again, this is life-changing money. And for Phil, just to squander it all, just to ignore it all because he didn't want to have a phone call, I wonder if Catherine knows this. And if she does, why is she allowing this? Because she has to know. Well, I hope that she knows what Phil's situation is, her husband's situation is financially, and how this could benefit him.
I'm sure she knows. Doesn't she have to work a job at retail to help make ends meet? She knows. I'm sure she's very well aware. Not of this offer, maybe, but she knows the dire straits they're in.
Benefit them as a couple.
Yes, very logical takes. Oh, yeah, I say that all the time. He would have been, like, think about, just for him and his wife, what was bad about that? Like, dude, you didn't live, like, in the bowels of Bridgeport, Connecticut, Captain. Even if you lived in a area, so what, Phil? I literally lived in places where there were people selling crack outside on the corner of where I lived. I'm not exaggerating. There was someone who would sit in that corner posted. Were you living like that, Phil? No, you weren't. You could have stayed in that condo, and you and Kat would have been just fine and happy in that condo. And on top of it, okay, you had HOA fees, I'm sure. Homeowners Association fees where they'd have to do your snow. But you wouldn't have to worry about shoveling. You don't have kids. You're not going to have kids. You're 40 now. Don't have to worry about shoveling. Don't have to worry about anything. Don't have to worry about maintenance. All right, the fire alarm went off. Just don't record a video while the fire alarm is on next time. You would have been just fine. Doesn't he still have, or what happened with, I don't know, doesn't he still have the condo, I think?
And so that's one thing that pops into my mind, because when you're single, like I'm single, you can make a lot of decisions that can be beneficial to you, but actually harm yourself. But it's okay because you're single. You don't have to really take care of anyone. But Phil is not single. He's married. He has a wife, and not only is that money beneficial to him, but it's beneficial to her. We don't know. Maybe his wife has debts. Maybe she has some dreams and aspirations. That
What's
money
up,
can
Jason?
benefit not only him but her too. So you have to look at it this way. When you
Wait, if Keem offered me $50K to be on his show, I'd let him do it and let him give me pink eye. So you want Keemstar to fart in your face is what you're saying? Hey, Keem, for $50K, you can fart in my face.
Breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it.
When you are in business for yourself, especially if you have individuals who are depending on you, be it a spouse, be it children, or either other family members that you're taking care of, you have to not only think about, okay, is this going to be a good move for me, but also, could this help out them? And for Phil, I think he only thought about himself, which is not abnormal because Phil is selfish and he only thinks about himself. But he did not really investigate. He did not really think through about his decisions. He allowed emotions, and I've talked about in the past, like how he allows his emotions to dictate his responses to how he runs his business. Once again,
yeah, that's an understatement.
This shows he allowed emotions to dictate his response, and this response cost him $50,000. So, again,
why do you come? I love that meme from fucking Cyberpunk with Keanu Reeves.
This is not how you run your business. You always want to talk to people, give them the opportunity, even if it doesn't turn out to be, something beneficial. That's happened to me. I had a person reach out to me recently, was very interested in my t-shirts and thought that he could help me expand them to a bigger market. And after we talked on the phone for about an hour and a half, I realized that he couldn't help me. And that I think he wanted more information about my business and possibly use it himself. But, things like that happen. But I was cordial. I gave him the opportunity, and you hear a person out. Every business phone call is not going to lead to a contract. It's not going to lead to business dealing, but sometimes it does.
Most don't. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know.
And I think in this case, it probably would have led to Phil possibly receiving a small, snippet of money. Maybe Keemstar would have gave him $5,000 to go ahead as a retainer to get him on the hook. But no, Phil just decided, I don't like Keemstar. I don't want to be associated with him, and I'm going to have power.
I could see if he had like this sterling, he had like this flawless reputation. I don't have one either, Phil. Okay, like you're like the iJustine of live streamers. Where you got to make sure like you're not associated with anything controversial remotely. Come on, Phil. You made Nazi jokes on Blip TV and you got caught beating off on stream. iJustine, you were not. Man, it was over a decade ago when that happened. It was dumb shit. I believe Phil has owned up to it. Whatever. Not okay what he said, obviously. I'm not trying to defend it, but whatever. But like he makes it like he has this pristine, like he's like some corporate back streamer that can't have any controversy in with them. You're not, dude. Just do it. See what happens. My pickle is brown now. I don't want to know why.
In this situation, he wants me. I don't like. I think he's thinking he needs me. I don't need him. So I'm just going to go ahead and shut it down, which was the wrong move. So that's going to be it for today's video. If you have any questions or comments, I know you're going to have some. Put it down in the comment box down below. If you like today's video, please give me a thumbs up because.
Ooh. The New York Times article about Wings of Redemption. Am I awake enough to do this? Sure. Brown because of 6 months. Thank you for being a member for 6 months, man. Appreciate it.
It really does help me out. And if you like my channel, you like what I do here, but you haven't yet subscribed.
Yes, you can get random sounds.
Look here! Look, listen!
Spread your cheeks and just go to town.
Oh, the camera's on.
Whoa! I fell down a fucking hit hole. I fell down a fucking hit hole.
Always remember, folks, this is the man who is teaching Keemstar how to run a business. He has said this.
I fell down a fucking hit hole.
your balls.
Subscribe. You know what? Why don't you consider hitting that red subscribe
All right,
button? Because
I'll
every
bite.
subscriber does help me out. Hey y'all, it's Brittany. How's it going today? Hope everyone is doing well. So today I'm talking about the New York Times article about Wings of Redemption.
All right, actually, I'm starting to feel myself wind down, and I don't like streaming when I'm doing that thing because I feel like I'm just sitting there like a douche. Like, hey, I'm boring now. Give me money, and I don't like doing that. So, regular chat, super chat. There was a ton of people here tonight. I really do, at least for my streams. It was awesome. I appreciate all you coming through. This is a lot of fun. And tomorrow I will have Pickles, and we will continue the Chris the Narc video, which is very entertaining on Tickled Television.
I am thoroughly tickled.
Breastfeed it.
Have a good night.